Okay, so I caught Eddie Hearn giving an interview, and Eddie Hearn just jumped out the window on the sanctioned bodies. He told the sanctioned bodies, look, we want to try to have every belt on the line for the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight. But he says at the same time, we are not going to be held for ransom. He says if we get rid of one of these belts, we might as get rid of all of them. He said, let's forget about the politics. Let's drop politics. He said, either way, they're going to make this fight with or without you. You got to like that coming from a promoter. Like you really do. And Eddie Hearn goes on to talk about, he says, look, if we don't start giving these fans these kind of fights on a consistent basis, which I also find kind of funny, he talked about YouTube fighters and stuff like that. He said YouTube fighters is going to become the norm, which I find crazy because they're the ones promoting that. And I said before that these guys are signing their own termination slip by allowing this YouTube boxing shit to go on, you know? And a lot of people like, oh man, it doesn't hurt anything. Oh man, it's oh man, I mean, it does numbers. It's good for the people. But if you talk about Floyd wanting to fight an MMA fighter, oh, that's bad for boxing. Oh my God, he's fucking up boxing. I know. That's another story for another video. But nonetheless, I find it hilarious how he said, basically, YouTube boxing is going to take over if you don't start giving people Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, and Blase Splee, and so on. He goes to name. So basically, what Eddie Hearn basically did, he basically put out like a war cry. He's saying if we don't start giving people these fights, we are going to lose to basically people like me. It'll come to a point where I'm going to be able to demand more attention and put more asses in seats than regular boxers. Because I'm on the internet. You can see what numbers I account for. I'm a big drama show. And I guarantee you, if you was to set up something between me fighting another YouTuber, I guarantee I do good numbers. You know what I'm saying? Just off the way I run my mouth alone. Just off the fact that there's some people out there that want to see me hurt, drop, or something like that. And half based off the fact people want to know what I look like. Can he fight? Can he do this? Can he that? Trust me, I done thought about this for a while. Shit. I want some of that free money. Once again, that's kind of a side note and a different video for a different day. But nonetheless, it's real shit. That's why Ryan Garcia actually marks the era of what the new boxer should be. Honestly, that's how he going about it. But I like that about Eddie. He's saying, fuck that. At the end of the day, that's a promoter and a fighter listening to the people. That's why I had to talk about this. Because at the end of the day, that's a promoter and a fighter that's listening to the people. Period. You can't stand in that way. Yes, I'm aware that Alexander Usyk wants to cash out and stuff like this, but you would have think that undisputed trumps all. It seems like the only people who want undisputed is Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And the fans. Other than that, the business of boxing, it don't seem like they want it. It really don't seem like they want it. It don't feel like they like the idea of it. It really don't. But, and props to fast Eddie Hearn, man. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn been walking it, been talking it. He been shaking it how I like it. He been talking that shit from Jump Street. He goes out of his way for his fighters. He'll get on the mic and talk that shit. He's a hella promoter. You know what I'm saying? He's what this game needs. I'm glad to see a young guy get up there and do that. You know what I'm saying? So let me praise Eddie for saying, fuck y'all. We gonna get these fans what the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them belts. I like that a lot. And you know what? That's powerful. And you might not know it, but Eddie could have started something. I'm pretty sure it's going to be plenty of times in the future where we're going to have to say, fuck these belts because they're getting in the interference of boxing. You know? And that's something that shouldn't happen. Hell, we creating franchise champions supposedly to keep the interest of boxing, but we don't want to try to chase undisputed. That's amazing to me, man. But shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Fuck them belts if that's the case. You know? The real people gonna know what it is. You know? And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Anyways, tell me what you think about this. Leave your thought in the comment section. I'm interested. Bruce Van, I'm out.